learn about writing a research paper. Have y'all ever written a research paper?
Yes.
You have? What did you write your research paper about?
Don't know.
Okay, so, have you ever written one, Ashton? No?
Mm-mm.
Why not? I'm just kidding. So, and it's not clicking through. All right, so a research paper is where you gather information about a topic that, in this case, is gonna be something that interests you. And, you present and analyze or argue from credible sources. So sometimes you're gonna write a paper and you're just gonna tell facts. Sometimes you're gonna write a paper and you're gonna argue. You want your point proven, right? Do y'all like to argue? No. So credible sources are academic journals, books, and other reliable resources. So when you are writing a research paper, you don't want to get it just from any website, right? Or just any book, because sometimes you don't know where they got their information from. You don't know if it's true, right? So, and then you're gonna have, for this one, you're gonna make a thesis sentence. Do y'all know what that is?
Is it like
No, a thesis is where you're gonna take all the information you've gathered and you're gonna put it in one sentence. It's your first sentence. It's a sentence that's gonna grab the reader's attention. Right? You wanna grab the reader. All right, and then y'all are gonna learn about APA style. So APA is a writing style that outlines how to format your paper and cite sources. Do y'all know what it means to cite sources? Y'all want me to tell you?
yeah.
Okay, so when you cite sources, you're gonna use, let's go to the next slide. All right, so when you're citing a source, you're gonna give credit to the person who actually, who wrote the paper or who wrote the article you read. So, do you know the difference between quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing? This is where you're gonna cite stuff for quoting and paraphrasing. Do y'all know what that means, to quote?
No. Wait.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What is quote? Yes, quote marks. Yes, good. So when you quote, you're taking the exact words that person said or wrote, and you're gonna put quotation marks around it, and then you're gonna put where you got your information at the end of the sentence. And then with paraphrasing, you are going to take what they said and put it in your own words. And then summarizing is taking a bunch of information and, telling it in a shorter way, I guess would be probably the best way to describe it. All right, when you are sorting, you put I just told y'all that, you put quotation marks around it. So in this case, it would be, at the end of the sentence, we'll pretend like I'm the one that wrote the article. It'd be McCormick, 2024, page 4. You have to include the page. If there isn't a page, you put paragraph 7. So, cause when you read articles online, it's not necessarily in page number, right? It's just one long thing you scroll down. And then when you paraphrase, you're just gonna put like, according to McCormick, 2024, and then the rest of your sentence. So you're gonna put that in parentheses. And then, I just told you about no page number. When there are multiple authors, you put both names and you use this and symbol. You don't write out the word and. And this is the only place in your paper you will ever do that. And then there's a good website, essaypro.com has like all the different ways you can cite information, because sometimes you're gonna have 5 authors. You can't write all 5 of their names. So you put ETAL, the date, and then one name. Well, you do one name. So when you're writing the paper, you have to follow all these rules. So the paper has to be double spaced, 12-point font, and the font needs to be Times New Roman. Some people tell you a different font, but majority say Times New Then you're gonna indent a new paragraph, meaning you push tab, and then 1-inch margins all the way around the page. Do y'all know how to fix stuff in Word to give yourself 1-inch margins and double space? You do? You don't? All right, I'll show you when we get done with this. All right, and then you align the text to the left, use double spacing, leave the right margin, meaning this side of the page will be uneven, but this side of the page will line up. And always, this isn't in there, but I want to put that, always check your punctuation. And if you're typing it or doing speech to text, Word will catch on to that stuff and correct it for you. All right, so for this one, y'all gonna pick a topic that interests you. You need to think about your audience. Who are you gonna be delivering this speech to? And will you be able to find a lot of information? Hold on one second. So, you could pick a topic sometimes, and it's not gonna have as much information as you need, right? I'm trying to think of something that wouldn't have a lot, and I'm just drawing a blank. All right, so here are some good sources. I personally love National Geographic for Kids. I've used it on so many papers. It always has really good information, but you also have Time for Kids, Infotopia, Education Resource Information Center, and Google Scholar. So those are places you're gonna find peer-reviewed journals and things that, go ahead.
What's Google Scholar?
It's a place where you go look up people's journal entries and essays they've written on a topic. So instead of going to Google and doing it, which you can still do that, you go there and it's gonna bring up educational stuff and not just everything that's on the internet. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. All right, so when you need to organize your research. You can't just throw it and not have it in the right timeline, right? You can't start off with 1908 and then go to 1904. You need to keep it in chronological order. Does that make sense? Like, here's the beginning at the top and the end is at the bottom. We already went over thesis. Y'all need to use at least 3 quotes. Do you know how to quote? We talked about that, right? Y'all know how to quote. Y'all are smart. I know you are, Ashton. Zay, you are too. All right, and then you make sure you keep track of your references because you have to give credit to other people's work. All right, and then y'all are gonna present your research using a PowerPoint like this, and then you'll just do 5 slides, 1 slide for each fact you found, quotes in 2 slides. Make sure the slides are clean and not cluttered. Use graphics or charts to make it pop, and then end it with a reference page. Yes?
Are we gonna do it now?
Not right now, no. All right. And, oh, we're already at the end. That went quick. So, do y'all have any questions? I still gotta go over a few things. I think a slide got deleted. Do y'all have any questions about it? No? Okay, so there's gonna be a graphic ordinance. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I made a special graphic organizer where you'll put the 4 quotes you find on one of the pages, and the other page will have your, let's see, I have it pulled up. Your other page will have just your, hold on, give me a second. I thought I had it. No. Oh, here it is. So, oh, well, it went back to what it was doing to us earlier. Okay, so what would be a fun topic you would want to write about? Anything. What is your favorite thing to do?
Dogs.
Meeting Joe's baby.
Oh, baseball?
Dogs.
No.
Oh.
Meeting Joe Bezos.
Oh, okay, interesting. You could write about him. What, you said dogs? Is there a special breed you like?
Corgis.
Corgis? They are cute. I have 2 dogs. Y'all know what breed they are?
Corgis.
No. They're called Dorkies. You know why? Because they're half Dotson, half Yorkie. Dorky. Isn't that fun? So you could do your paper on corgis. So you would say, you would find 4 fun facts about them. Right, that would be easy. That you can find plenty of on that topic. And then you would just find, probably the quotes might be a little hard, but I bet you could find some veterinarian posts, articles on them that you could quote. And then you said Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. I don't know who that is.
The Amazon guy.
Oh, I'm so stupid. You definitely could find a lot of stuff on that one. And then you could put 4 facts about him, and because he's for Amazon, like how did he start Amazon would be a great fact, right? And then quoting him, actually that's a good topic. You would find lots of stuff. Like, I guarantee you there's tons of articles out there where you could, turn that, okay, that you could find information out there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna hand out your graphic organizers, and then y'all are just gonna write, we're gonna start doing research on the iPad. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
All right. Y'all did so good. Thank y'all for participating.